So there's an ongoing debate of whether or not the National Assembly, Akpabio's-led National Assembly, actually rejected the electronic transmission of results for forthcoming elections. And there's a video in circulation of Akpabio also debunking certain social media narrative. But let's make it very clear. The 2022 Electoral Act, as it were, already made electronic transmission a thing with our elections. But the amendment before the National Assembly is to make that electronic transmission of results compulsory. Again, the conversation is about making it a compulsion, making it mandatory, that wherever electronic transmission of results is not being able to be done, it invalidates that particular process entirely at a time. So we want real-time. There's also the real-time transmission, and it must be compulsory. So there are no other options. All of the option A4, the paper, whatever manual ways they used to do it, they should stop. So all elections must go through electronic transmission from the BVAS to the IRF. But the National Assembly, if you watch Akpabio's video, which I may have to let you see at the end of the day, he stylishly stayed away from that conversation, defeating all of the... He stayed away from it, and that was very manipulative of him. What the National Assembly, the Senate has rejected is the compulsory or the mandatory electronic transmission of results. He now said that they stayed back to what went. Why is it not compulsory? Because what they did in 2022 or 2023 was that particular process. The National Assembly results were going through, and they said there was glitch with the presidential, and went on to compute and make results available that did not go through. Because we had gone into the election in 2023 with the belief that electronic transmission of results was going to be the game changer, not knowing that there was a caveat. There was a way for them to have been able to know that they will not, even if they don't transmit it compulsorily, anything could happen. And so we all went to court thinking that the court will invalidate it. But the court said that INEC reserves the right of whatever way they want to use to transmit results. That the cyberspace, the virtual world is not a... and all of that. So what we want the National Assembly to do now is to make it mandatory, so that the court will now have as a law that it is compulsory. So what? I beg. Look, and it's so sickening. Why is it difficult to do if you are not benefiting from it? If you are not benefiting from it, the pride, the confidence of the Nigerian political class is in this failed election, is in rigging election. Because if you trust your popularity, if you are famous, you are master strategist, why is it difficult for you to allow the process to be credible, fair, for it to be the way it's supposed to be done? Nigerians are the ones demanding for mandatory use of the electronic transmission of result portal. Let's make it mandatory. Let's know that whatever wants to happen in any ward, any polling unit, if the electronic transmission is not doable, invalidate it. Let's forget about it. And let's have it in real time. Yes, you are playing Banya, deceiving us. Later, you are claiming to be master strategist, Jagaban. You've been in politics since the 90s. You are scared. Oh yeah, now let's do it the way it's supposed to be done if you are not scared. Why not the fear? Yeah, people. Come on, get out.